Howdy gang, and welcome back to Pool School. Okay, today, finally, I'm going to do my final product review of the Pool Tiger pool unit. So what do you say we dive right in? Alrighty gang, before we get started, I want to thank you once again for watching this video. Remind you to like it if you do by clicking that little thumbs up icon below this video. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already, and please share my channel with everyone you know who owns a pool so that they too can save a ton of money servicing their pool themselves. Also, don't forget to check out my exclusive website, poolschooler.com. Again, poolschooler.com. It's filled with more exclusive members only content to help you save even more money servicing your pool yourself. Okay, so as I promised, and with a little bit of delay, I apologize for that, I'm going to do my final review of the Pool Tiger unit. If you haven't seen the first video on it, please watch that video. I'll put a link to that video in the description below this video. But again, the Pool Tiger unit, watch that one so you can see what the Pool Tiger says it will do. And then in this particular video, I'm going to talk to you about, did it really deliver on what they said it would do? All right. So what do you say we head out to the pool that I installed it in and see how we're doing? Alrighty folks, so I am at my client's pool that we installed the Pool Tiger unit in. There it is, right there. And just remember, the amount of time that has gone by, last fall marked a year since we installed it. So it went through 2 falls and 1 summer. And again, summer was the time that I'm really wanting to find out, did this product deliver the way it should? So first of all, the product itself. We've had no problems with the jets inside of their clogging. Okay, again, it's installed correctly. In this case, it's after the filter, before the heater. Okay, and again, please follow the manufacturer's recommendations and instructions for how to install the Pool Tiger so that you don't get scaling, because again, scaling that gets trapped inside the coils of a heater can break loose, especially with the Pool Tiger and the water, the way the water works, or how the water works, and that can loosen that scale up, and that scale can go in and clog the jets of that Pool Tiger. So again, this was installed correctly, and we've had no problems with this product at all. There's no moving parts. It's just these little jets inside. Again, it uses hydrodynamic cavitation. Again, for details on how the chemistry works and how all the physical properties and the science of it, please go to their website and look up how it works and read up and watch their videos, because it explains it very well. Okay, again, no problems with the product, no problems with any leaks or anything like that. Okay, one of the things they said is if for some reason the jets do get clogged, that you can unscrew that thing and flip it over and then run it with the water going through the other way, and it'll clear it out. But we've never had to do that, so it's basically been intact with no problems whatsoever. Okay, again, follow the manufacturer's instructions. In this case, this is after the filter, before the heater. Okay, so let's go take a look at the pool and see how it looks. Alrighty folks, so here is the pool, and if you notice, it is crystal clear. Now again, mind you that you still have to maintain your media in your filter and keep it clean, whether it's a cartridge filter, in this case it's a DE filter. And again, as I said before, because it traps, it enlarges or binds to the dirt particles, it can actually, you end up having to clean your filter media a little bit more, but that shows that it's working efficiently, and that's a good thing. But again, notice how clear the water is. This pool, we've never had any issue with the water being clear or not, so it has kept the water crystal clear. I want you to notice also all the vegetation around this pool, okay? And that's important for what I'm about to say. In this case, okay, they say, the Pool Tiger manufacturers say, that it does help to reduce phosphates in the pool. I've never wanted to take that chance, especially with a pool like this with so much vegetation around it. So I still recommend putting the maintenance dose of phosphate remover like PR10,000 into the pool on a regular basis to just keep those phosphates at bay. You might test it out and find that you don't need to, but for this particular pool, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Okay, so again, a couple things. Number one, it definitely used far less chlorine. I mean, literally we used probably anywhere from 1/3 to 1/4 of the amount of chlorine that we needed to use during previous summers with this pool, okay? And again, that's pretty substantial. The big thing is, because we were able to keep the chlorine levels at a 0.25 to 0.50 parts per million, That again is a substantially less amount of chemicals that are being absorbed through your skin every time you swim, okay? Also, the pH and alkalinity balanced out very well. I had to use in fact, I never used acid or dry acid or soda ash or bicarbonate of soda to keep the pH and alkalinity in the ideal levels. And lastly, the thing is also that when it comes to the cyanuric acid, it said that the cyanuric acid levels would reduce, and they did go down. One of the reasons you don't need as much cyanuric acid in the pool is you don't need to maintain such high levels of chlorine. So you don't have to hold as much chlorine because the hydrodynamic cavitation does some of the sanitizing for the water. I think if they said 70 to 80% of the water is sanitized, it gets 70 to 80% of the bacteria and stuff out of the water, so it helps sanitize it. Okay, lastly, I want you to look at something. I'm gonna zoom in really quick here to the other side of the pool. Actually, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna show it to you a little closer up. Okay, I want you to pay very close attention to that water line. If you notice, there is a gap between where the water is and where that white scaling starts, okay? And what I did when I first put this product in the pool, or put the pool tiger in the pool, I lowered the water level a ½ inch because I wanted to see if it would truly prevent the scaling from accumulating up on the wall or the tile line, and that's where it usually shows up the most. We have extremely hard water in Arizona, so I wanted to see how that worked, okay? And if you notice, from that water line, where the water is, if you look really close, the water level is about a ½ inch below where the scaling starts, all right? And that tells me that there's been no accumulation of scaling since we lowered that water and installed the pool tiger. So that's a good sign. The only thing that I'm speculating, they say that it will start to remove scaling after a certain amount of time. But in this case, rather than raise the water levels up way up high, which I don't like to do in a pool like this, because if it gets too high and it goes over that tile line, then it can actually damage the pool's structural integrity. So what we did was we left it at that. But again, the fact that there's no scaling additionally built up between the water line and the fresher tile, that says to me, it does what it says. So that's super important as well, especially if you have a lot of hard water. One other thing that the pool tiger promises that I haven't really been able to test out because I didn't want to take that risk. They say that you end up having to brush your the walls of your pool far less. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I just know as a pool service professional, part of my service on a weekly basis, I do brush the sides and steps and spas if they have them of their pool, just to make sure that nothing's building up there again. But they said that dirt and things aren't really able to adhere to the walls of a pool when they use the hydrodynamic cavitation and the pool tiger. I'm not sure about that. That's something you're gonna have to discover for yourself, but I typically like to brush the sides anyway. Alrighty gang, so the moment you've been waiting for, my verdict, my final grade. I give this pool tiger product absolutely an A+ and 2 thumbs up. I would highly recommend it for your pool. Remember what I said at the beginning of my first video on this, and if you haven't watched it, please again, click on the link in the description below this video and watch that video because it goes over all those different details of how the product works and those kind of things. But again, every once in a while, a product comes on the market that literally can be a game changer. And if it delivers what it says it's going to deliver, and in this case, I believe this product definitely delivers what it promised on. And in that case also, it means that this product is a game changer. Again, that's my opinion on the product. That's my experience with the product. I, again, highly recommend it, and I give it an A+. A couple things to remember. Remember, if you are wanting to get one of these, you got to go to their website, and their website I'm going to put across the screen right here. It's pooltiger.com, very simple, pooltiger.com. It'll click on their homepage right away. Go to Contact Us and click on that link at the top of their homepage, and it'll go, you can fill out the information to find a dealer in your area. And again, if there's multiple dealers, compare prices because you never know. Some of them are higher than others, so you want to get a good deal, okay? But again, I think this product is totally worth it. Again, for 2 reasons. Number one, you're going to use far less chemicals in your pool. And with the cost of chemicals right now, especially chlorine tablets, that's substantial. But more importantly to me is the fact that you're going to swim in safer water because you have far less concentrations of those chemicals in your pool. And that means that your skin is not absorbing all those harmful and potentially toxic chemicals into your body. And that to me is vastly important. So there you have it, folks. That is my final review of the Pool Tiger product. I hope it made sense. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them in the comment section below this video. Or as always, you can email me directly. My email address is going to come across the bottom of the screen right here. It is kennypoolschool@gmail.com. Once again, kennypoolschool@gmail.com. Oh, one more thing I wanted to clarify again. If you have any questions on the technical side or the scientific side or all that kind of stuff as why the product works, please don't email me or ask me in the comments. Like I said, I'm not a chemist or a scientist. I just know that the product delivered in spades for me. Go to their website, look on their homepage, and look on their How It Works tab, and you'll find more than enough information if you want all the scientific reasoning for why it works. I want to thank you again for watching. Remind you to like, subscribe, and share. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to put a little diagram like I had at the end of my video on the Pool Tiger originally. Just says what that you can expect in a certain amount of time with the Pool Tiger, and hopefully that'll help you. You can use that as a reference. But again, thanks for watching. And remember, summer's right around the corner. In fact, in Arizona, we're already in the high 90s. So remember this, always have fun. Always be safe, and please always watch those kids and elderly folk and pets around water. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.